Hello, we are back for another week where we will figure out exactly what you are being asked to surrender on your twin flame journey right now. My name is Susie. I'm a certified Ascension coach affiliated with Twin Flames Universe, and I'm really happy to read the cards for you today. We're going to first look at the Power of Surrender deck. Very useful deck for doing your inner work or shadow work or whatever you would like to call it. And I use it for pretty much every surrender reading I do on my channel here. So today we're really looking at how to move forward on your journey at this point in time. And the first card that I drew from the Power of Surrender deck is to surrender procrastination. Our card specifies that now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So there is an ebb and flow to the cycles of our journey. Sometimes we're asked to really go within and focus on our inner work and allow things to happen and manifest as they will. And then as we continue to do that inner work, we might be really pulled to or guided to taking a certain action step. Um, and that is a result of your inner work, and it's safe to take that action step. So as you've had this time to reflect and go within on your journey, maybe you're in separation right now, so you've been really um, doing some reflection and healing for yourself, or I hope you have been. Um, and now you're feeling guided to do something, and it's okay to do something. You don't have to procrastinate and wait until the universe tells you it's safe. Um, you know it's safe because your heart is guiding you to do that, right? And is something really important to know as you surrender procrastination and begin to take action is that your twin flame harmonious union is indestructible. No matter what arguments or miscommunications or fights or blocking you and your twin flame might have, you can't sever the connection that you have because you two are one, and it's your destiny to be in complete harmony together. So don't worry that whatever action you take won't yield the results you want. Just take your action, surrender procrastination, and whatever your twin flame shows to you, allow that to guide your next step in healing with the inner work. And if you don't really know how to do that inner work and how to do that healing, I encourage you to check the description on this video, and you can work with me as a certified Ascension coach to help guide you through the inner work. Okay, so that was a lot of information, but our procrastination card had a lot to say, and that's okay. The next one is surrender the drama. And our surrender the drama card specifies no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So, I feel two things coming up here to share with you. One is that when we take action, right, and kind of rock the boat from what the status quo of the relationship has been, sometimes, ego in your twin flame or in yourself will throw up resistance and try to make a big stink or throw a tantrum about something, or get really upset. And I feel like this card is reminding you to stay in your peace and that you don't have to let your twin flames temper tantrum, um, if they choose to have one, or anyone else's temper tantrum, disrupt your peace. And you don't have to give in to the drama in yourself as well. And that goes with the second piece I want to share with you, which is that um, it's important, and I've said this before in these readings, I believe, it's important to detach from the specific story you have given your twin flame journey and the dramatics of the story. Um, when you're at the beginning of your twin flame journey, it's very easy to succumb to the scheme, the message that, oh, I fell in love with this person. It was a super powerful connection. We had some sort of relationship and then they broke my heart, or now they're with someone else and they're denying our connection. And I have all these strong feelings and get all these signs, and now I'm just helpless. And all they ever do is run away or betray me, or, what have you. And we tell ourselves that story so often that we begin to create that for ourselves because we've just accepted that in our consciousness. And that story is just a story, it's just a drama, it's not the truth. So surrender the drama, surrender the story is asking us to really detach from that schema of twin flames and adopt a new one of peace, right? Instead of attaching yourself to drama, right? Surrender and be stubborn about peace and the fact that love is real. And that doesn't mean you have to, push it in your twin flame's face without compassion, right? And just be like, you're an idiot. Listen to me. This is how it's supposed to be. That's not what I'm asking you to do, or what the card's asking you to do. What you're being asked to do is to not believe and give power to the dramatic story, which is hard because that's not what you're taught to do, um, as a resident of Earth, if you will, right? Earth is a kind of a dramatic place. Um, but this is your challenge, this is your spiritual journey, and this is what you're being asked to do in order to grow, right? To believe love is real and surrender everything out of alignment with it. Okay, finally, your third card. And after our third card, we'll get into our Whispers of Healing Oracle to help us support us in our healing. But our third surrender card is Surrender Your Addictions. And in this Surrender Your Addictions card, it's specified whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. So, addictions are inherently an energy leak, right? Because it's going and putting energy or trying to gain energy in a place that's inappropriate. And the reason that it's inappropriate is because you're going outside of yourself, not because anything you're doing is quote unquote bad per se, right? Like you're not a bad person for being addicted to sugar or caffeine or sex or whatever. And I'm not saying that you're bad, but it's not good for you, and it's inappropriate because it's outside of yourself, because the only place that you can sustainably receive love, and truly receive it, is within yourself, in the relationship you have with your creator, right? The universe, the divine, God, whomever you perceive them to be. And the reason it's important to heal this addiction, for your twin flame journey, is because, it's just not it's not in alignment with love, right? There's just that sentence, period. But B, it's important because your twin flame will reflect this addiction back to you, in some form, right? Maybe they have an addiction too, or maybe you will see them running to other people to try to fulfill some sense of emptiness inside of them, right? Which is what you might be doing, in whatever specific addiction you might have, right? And your addiction, it might not be drugs, might not be work. It could be scrolling on your phone. It could be, just kind of drifting and binge watching television instead of staying present, right? So it's important to stay present and go to that love within. And you can compassionately remove this addiction from your life, through whatever steps seem most appropriate to you, right? You can look up different resources of how to quit your specific addiction. and see what's best for you. But it's it's necessary either way, and it's necessary to have unconditional love for yourself as you move through releasing this addiction. And unconditional love means you remove judgment from yourself, and you remove the story that you're bad, and you just forgive yourself, and you see your own innocence, um, and you love yourself even if you make a mistake, um, even if you drift back to your addiction. You just love yourself. So that is what you are being asked to do in order to move forward on your journey. Take action by surrendering procrastination, surrender the drama, and surrender your addictions. And that will most definitely propel you to the next level on your journey. So I encourage you to focus on that um, for this upcoming week or whatever amount of time, and until that cycle is done for you. And now I'll pull a Whispers of Healing Oracle card. Our Whispers of Healing card is Boundaries. And when I look at the card, I see this really beautiful lady holding a peacock on one side of the road, while there's two other beautiful looking people on the other side of the road. And so the road is kind of the division, the boundary, if you will, between them. And what this is reminding me of is our discussion earlier about addictions and how that might be calling you to develop some boundaries with your choices, and maybe even with the people you hang around. Even if you have love for someone, that doesn't mean it's compassionate for you to be around them if they are feeding and enabling your addiction, right? Like if you hang out with people, um, let's say you're addicted to partying, right, every weekend and just kind of getting high. And if you hang out with people who only want to do that and who only want to be your friend in that regard, um, that's not very compassionate for you. And though you might have love for them, you still might need to leave them on the opposite side of the road, right? As you evolve and change in a way that's appropriate for you, right? Because that's where you are at this point in your journey. And where they are is okay too, but you got to honor yourself and where you are being called to. Okay, so now we're going to get a love message to end your reading. This love message is from your Twin Flames higher self. Your Twin Flames higher self says, I am thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. And that comes from the Lover's Oracle deck. Again, it says, I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So I encourage you to just receive that. And just know through this card that your twin flame is on the exact same journey you are, because you are one, and they are seeking you in their own way as well. And when you honor yourself and your desire for your twin flame, so are they. So love abounds, and I will see you next time. Enjoy.